Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Puzzles and Chat Eikaiwa stream. My name is Melita. It's nice to meet you. Oh, it's very cold this morning. It's springtime where I live in America, but the weather keeps going back and forth. Some days it's warm, some days it's cold. So it's very cold this morning. But oh well, it's helping to wake me up. And let me bring the puzzle. Trying to load the puzzle. I'm not sure why it's not loading. 1 second. There we go. And because I didn't eat breakfast, I'm hungry, so this is the puzzle we're doing. Typical American breakfast. Pancakes, looks like bacon, sausage, eggs, and a strawberry. It's probably syrup in this container over here. So yeah, oh my gosh, my voice is being weird, sorry. So yeah, this is the first puzzle stream we've done in a while, now that I'm back to streaming, so I'm looking forward to it, because I always love the puzzle streams, because they're very calm and relaxing. The chess stream is not relaxing, I realized. Now that I've done it 4 times, it is not a relaxing stream at all for me. But oh well. Okay, it looks like we got all the border pieces. So we can put that together. That's not a piece of the wall. Oops. So recently, I've started to learn American Sign Language. So it's very interesting because I'm going to be graduating college soon. And one of my goals for after I graduate college was that I would start learning sign language. So, yes, so I have an opportunity to learn it now. For free, actually. So I'm starting to learn it. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think it's going to be very difficult to practice it though, because I have to look at it to practice it, whereas for spoken languages, I can just listen to music or, you know, watch a VTuber stream. But I don't have to look at it. You know, I can just watch like a Satsudan stream and just listen to the VTuber speaking. And that's fine, I'm getting practice. But for sign language, you can't do that. You have to actually stop and stare at it. So it definitely is going to take a lot more effort to practice it. So, but yeah, but it's nice to get started on one of my after graduation language learning goals. So I also would like to restart studying Korean. So, because hopefully this summer I'll finish all my classes and I'll be able to graduate. I hope my parents don't want me to go to the graduation ceremony because I really don't want to go. It's long and boring and I don't really care. I just want to get my degree and stop wasting time. I've wasted so much time in college. It's a very weird way of putting this puzzle together. It's kind of just going all over the place. But whatever, the pieces are fitting together, so I'm just putting them together based on that. As long as they fit, I'm just gonna put it together. Yay! We solved our first puzzle since coming back from break. Yay! But now I'm getting hungrier. Alright, we'll do one more puzzle. Because usually I do like 2 per stream. So this will be our next puzzle, and it was super colorful. So that's why I chose it. Also, this is probably one of my favorite kind of cereals. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Okay, we have the border done. Guess we'll start doing the serial part. This is gonna be chaos, probably. Well, that bit. I wish when it dumped the pieces out that I could like organize it better instead of just having it dump straight into the middle of the puzzle. It kind of drives me insane. Hey, how you doing? Good evening. HBU. Is that how about you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Oh, how's the volume, by the way? Do I need to adjust anything? So, how's your Saturday going? Did you do anything interesting today? Yes, I can see that one now. The test, can you see my comment? Were you commenting this whole time? All I see is the I'm doing good, HBU, yeah, and then nothing after that. And then next comes the test comment. Oh, it was buffering? Oh, sorry about that. Is it okay now? It's all good now. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So did you do anything today? Since it was the weekend? Yeah, I worked. Oh, yeah, I work at a cafe, so there was no day off for me. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, otsukare. I don't know what to say in Indonesian. I don't know if they have a phrase like that. Oh, it's the first one. There was no day off. THERE. It's probably better. There is no day off for me. Now that I'm looking at your whole sentence. Because it seems like you're just talking about in general and not specifically like today or something like that. So, like in general, since you work at a cafe, there is no day off. No problem. Oh, that's good though. At least that your sister's cafe has customers. I guess it's like a blessing and a curse when you work in when you're some sort of a business. Like, it's good to be busy because it means like you're earning a profit, but then you also don't get to take time off. Oh, were the volume levels okay? Should I adjust anything? Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. So, how many cups of coffee did you have today? Since you said you drink a lot of coffee. 18 or 8 plus? Oh wow, you must be really tired. What's the correct way to use aren't? It's a hard question to answer. I guess it would depend on whatever the sentence is. Sorry, I'm not very good at giving specific grammatical explanations. I guess it's like a negative verb. I think it's part of the to be verbs. Hold on, let me think about it. It's a busy day since it's the weekend. Normally I drink more than that. Oh wow. Oh boy. Oh sorry. Can you give me an example of the sentence you wanted to use aren't in? I'm more better at just like correcting people's English as opposed to explaining things to them. I saw someone say aren't you cold, and I thought I've been using aren't in the wrong way this whole time. How have you been using it? It's a negative form of the verb. Yes. Oh, is that what you meant? Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure what you meant. Yeah, aren't stands for are not. I think it's called contractions. I think in terms of pronouns, it would be for you and they. Like, you aren't going to work today. They aren't going to work today. I think those are the pronouns it would link up with. But if it's it's I'm not going to work today. And that the I am not. And so for he and she, it would be he isn't going to work today. And that's or she isn't going to work, and the isn't equals. That chair's making noises. So he, she, it isn't. Oh, no problem. No problem. Glad to be helpful. Sorry, it's hard to answer like specific grammar questions because like for me, I focus more of just like general practicing. So unfortunately, but yeah, I hope to start taking like ESL classes so like I can have more actual teaching skills. So sorry. Yeah, and like how you have it phrased, that aren't you cold? You can use it with questions and stuff. I think though with English, the way we answer questions is weird though. Because if you say, aren't you cold? The way I would answer that is, no, I'm not cold. But that's technically not how you should answer it. Because the question is trying to confirm that you are not cold. So technically you should say, yes, I'm not cold. Because grammatically, I think that would be what is correct. Because with the way that the question is phrased. But like Americans, at least, we're weird with how we answer questions. So like grammatically, our answer doesn't always match with the way the question is phrased. So just a heads up. Because usually we'll answer with a full sentence. So that way the person isn't confused. Because if someone said, aren't you cold? And I said, yes. They would be like, oh, you are cold. It's like, no, I'm not cold. It's like, well, then why did you say yes? It's like, because you asked, are you not cold? And so, yes, I am not cold. And then it would be a confusing conversation. So just a heads up. Answer those kind of questions with full sentences. That would be my advice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think for Japanese people, it can be confusing because the way Japanese people ask and answer questions in Japanese, the grammar matches properly. So So when they try and answer those kinds of questions in English, it gets confusing for them because it's like, technically, Americans, we're not answering the question properly. So, but we still understand each other. Oh, so when I was sleeping last night, I nearly gave myself a heart attack. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I listen to videos on YouTube of like fireplace sound effects because it's very calming. And there's this 9-hour video that I'll listen to sometimes. So since it's 9 hours, it will play the entire time that I'm asleep. And last night, for some reason, like when I woke up in the middle of the night, and when I heard the sound of the fireplace, I didn't know what it was, so it scared me. So like I thought there was a mouse in my room or something. I don't know. So I thought that was funny because I listened to it to keep calm and help myself fall asleep, and all it ended up doing was scaring me. Because I forgot that I was listening to it and I didn't know what it was when I woke up. I can relate to that. Oh, really? Did you do something like that? I have a playlist of ASMR stuff, and they have different levels of loudness. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. I'm already imagining the kind of terrifying stuff that's probably happened to you. So, what kind of ASMR sounds do you listen to? I've seen there's like lots of different kinds. I don't know if my brain works too well with that stuff. Because whenever I listen to it, I don't really feel like I'm having a reaction to it or anything. I'm just like, And that's about it. Most of them are like rain sounds or a wind sound. Oh, wind. That seems interesting. There was one time I listened to a video of somebody walking through snow. That was pretty nice. But it's usually all rain or just fireplaces. If I listen to them, sometimes I don't. noticed that I've always been using too much. I noticed that I've always been using too many words for just a simple comment. I'd be happy if you can simplify my comment. Well, that's actually not a problem. I think actually the more complicated your sentences are, the better. So, because I mean, to me, like, simple sentences are always good for like beginner language learners, and then like the more advanced you get with the language, like you start to like say more. At least with English, that's kind of how I've always felt. I mean, I definitely have never felt like you're saying too much. I thought I've been using too many unnecessary words. I mean, that's kind of hard to say because, like, at least with Americans, English is all about self-expression. So it's up to the speaker to decide. Like, I mean, I guess you're somebody, you like to be very concise and just say things quickly. So, but for other people, maybe they like being more descriptive and saying a lot. So it just depends on the person. But I haven't really noticed anything. If anything, the things that I've thought about your comments is that you seem like your English is very advanced because you're able to say so much when you speak. Because for me, like when I write sentences in foreign languages, I keep the sentences very, very simple because it's easier. And definitely for me, like when I write papers for college, like I try to make the sentences more complicated, and I put tons of unnecessary words in my sentence because that makes my paper longer and I can stop writing faster. So because I just try and write the paper so that it hits like the minimum number of pages that the professor requires, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I thought it'd be annoying to read. I mean, for me, I haven't felt any kind of a negative way towards anything you said. I mean, like I said, the only thing I thought was like, wow, he seems like he really knows English. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, somebody else might feel differently about it, but for me, no, I didn't think anything bad about your sentences. Is there a specific comment that you're looking at and you feel that it's too wordy. I wonder too if it could be the difference between English and Indonesian, why you feel that way, because I don't know the Indonesian language very well, but I know with Japanese people are able to express themselves with much fewer words than English speakers. So, because like when I translate sentences from English into Japanese, like half of the words in the English sentence, they just disappear because they don't even get translated. Yeah, I saw other people were most... Yeah, I saw other people were most likely only you... Wait, sorry. Here, let me reword your question a little bit. I mean, your statement a little bit. Yeah, I saw other people were mostly only using 3 to 5 sentences while I'm using too much. Wait, people in other chats or people on this channel? Yeah, people in other chats. Oh, I mean, it always depends on what the person is trying to say. Because, whatever the topic of the sentence or whatever the person is talking about, that's probably going to dictate how many words they use, but also the person's personality. I would say don't worry about it. That would be my advice. From my perspective, you're fine. Like, the only reaction I had to how you write is that, wow, his English is really good. So, also, I would be very careful with comparing yourself to people on the internet, because a lot of people on the internet who type in English, I don't know where they're from. Maybe they're not even American, maybe they're not even native English speakers, but a lot of the people on the internet, they don't express themselves in an intelligent way. I know that's like throwing the whole internet under the bus, but that would be my warning. So, thank you, I appreciate it. No problem, no problem. Because I mean, like, some people, they don't know how to type on a keyboard, so it's very hard for them to like type in full sentences, so they just say things very briefly. So yeah, yeah, I know. It's kind of a harsh statement, but it's true. Like, but I mean that's because the internet for most people, it's just like a playground to goof around and relax. Like, most of us aren't trying to type intelligently because, you know, we're not writing a paper for our professor, so we're kind of just being very casual. So, but still, I would say that's my advice. Like, for you as a language learner who's trying to learn English, definitely don't compare yourself to like the random comments you see on the internet. So especially if it's like in a chat or like a YouTube comment section or Twitter, because like most people, they're not trying to how would I say that? Yeah, they're not yeah, just don't do it. So, and I mean, like, you don't even know who it is who's typing. Like, they could be a 12-year-old or like an 8-year-old. So, I would say probably try reading like newspaper articles. Like, that would be better, or books. Like, that's probably where you should be comparing your writing. Or those are the sources that you should be comparing your writing to. Because those are sources where the person is trying to express themselves intelligently, and yeah, so. But I mean, like, most of the comments that I read on the internet, I'm just like my impression of the person's intelligence, it usually goes down. Like, I know that's not a very nice thing to say, but yeah, I'm sweating so much every time I type in English. Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, I mean, if anything, like, I'm impressed by the way you type, because you're either using slang terms, which I feel is a good thing, because it shows that you have a very broad knowledge of English. So, like how you did the, what was it, the HBU thing or whatever, like, that seems very casual, which is good, because it means like you're picking up casual slang English, but then you also are also able to type intelligently and use like proper English as well. That's my impression of you. And I even see you trying to use like punctuation and proper grammar and stuff, so. Yeah, and I mean, that's a lot harder, because like for me, I know how to touch type, so I can type on the keyboard without looking. So that makes it a lot easier for me to type properly, but like not everyone can do that. So that's another reason why the comments in English that you see, like I was saying, it's not always intelligently written. It's because like the person, they might actually be a very intelligent writer and speaker, but they don't know how to type on the computer, so it's such a pain. So they just kind of smash the buttons to, you know, finish typing as quickly as possible. So. But yeah, don't worry, just relax. Like, I would think you're a native speaker. If I met you in a like a VTuber chat somewhere else, from the way you type, I would just assume that you're a native speaker. Actually, in the VTuber trend, there's lots of fans. I usually will mistake them for native English speakers, because they're typing very fluently, and it's I mean, it's pretty common for people to make spelling errors and grammatical errors, so even when they make them, like, I still don't doubt that they're a native English speaker. So, but then they'll be like, oh, I'm from Malaysia or Indonesia or wherever. It's like, oh, oops. Whoa, okay, that's too much, but I appreciate it. Wait, what's too much? What's too much? What did I do? I think that you're a native speaker. Yeah, that's too much. Oh, that part. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's because, like, the standard that I use to judge, you know, somebody's English on the internet, it's a lot lower than yours, because I think for you, your standard is like perfect academic level English. So, but you know, you don't need to be that hard on yourself, because like most native English speakers, we're not being careful. Like, we don't capitalize things. We don't use proper punctuation at all. We don't use proper grammar. Like, there's lots of typos, and so yeah. So that's one of the reasons why it's easy to mistake non-native speakers of English for a native speaker, because like we native speakers on the internet, we just make tons of errors because we're not paying attention, and we also don't care because it's not formal writing at all. So yeah, like there's definitely two fans in Noel Shirogane's chat. I remember two of them. One turned out to be from Malaysia, and the other was from Indonesia. And I would chat back and forth with them in English sometimes. And I was like, oh, they're not native English speakers. Okay. What's punctuation? Oh, it's things like commas, periods, apostrophes, like all the stupid markings and stuff. Here. This, and this, and this. That's punctuation, an example of punctuation. So, or like exclamation points. So pretty much all the things in an English sentence that are not letters. That's punctuation. And we have a lot of them, and they're annoying because there's lots of rules for them. And nobody knows what they are. I think commas we hate, especially because nobody knows where they go in a sentence. Like that, the comma. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to be more casual. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, if it's casual, you definitely seem on that level, definitely. I mean, there's different ways of being casual and informal in English. Like it can be where you're just like super informal, where you're just like, I'm not even gonna use punctuation because I just don't care. Like that's like being like really, really casual. So, but then there's other ways where it's like you might drop slang words into your sentences, or just, you know, not using super formal vocabulary. So I guess maybe it's hard to tell if you're not a native speaker, but there's certain words that sound more intelligent, and then there are other words that are just, you know, more like everyday casual words. So it would depend on the topic. Like one of the words I think I used during this stream with you, concise, I think was a word I used. That's not like super casual English, so. But you seem, because you seemed like your English level is pretty advanced, I figured I could use that word with you and maybe you would understand it, so. Yeah, English can be really annoying because a lot of our words mean the exact same thing. It's just the impression you get of the speaker will change. So like our adjectives, you'll sound more casual and informal, or if you use other types of adjectives, you'll sound like super smart and super intelligent, but they all mean the same thing. So that's just, the English is a weird language like that. And also sometimes you have to be careful because if, like I said, if you get too casual sometimes, then you'll start using like completely incorrect English. So like definitely if you write sentences and you don't use any punctuation, it's definitely an incorrect sentence. So you kind of have to decide, like, do I want to use correct English or do I just want to not care at all? So I mean, you can be casual while still being correct. So yeah, that's the problem for me. There's more than one word, but they all have the same meaning. Yeah. For that, the you can say this instead. There's more than one word. That drives native speakers insane, by the way, just so you know. It's but there, this, and what is it, we always mix those up. And also there's similar words, but they have a completely different meaning. Yeah. I think with English, it probably helps to just read a lot. That's the best way. Usually parents, schools, parents, the library, they usually will have a message to children, you know, read lots. So read a lot of books and stuff. So, because like our language is so complicated with like all this stuff, like reading is the best way to expose the child to all of the different words and meanings and phrasing and grammar and all that stuff. And then it helps to reinforce it because the child is reading it over and over and over in the different books and stuff. So for English reading is definitely the best way to practice the language. Oh, it's fine to use spirits. I use since it's plural. Trying to think of how to explain. Well, I guess so with those three words, the there, how would I even describe the first one, the THEY, that separates into they are. And so that's the problem. Like once you write it out correctly, it doesn't fit properly into the sentence anymore. So it was, yeah, that's the problem for me. They are more than one word. So that doesn't work in the sentence. Plus I think, see, this is the problem for me. Like I can't actually explain the grammatical rule to somebody, but I know the rule. So I know what is supposed to go in the sentence, but I can't explain why. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, for that you would need you would need there the THERE. I'm so sorry. Okay, you can see it. Okay, good. I'm so sorry. That's why on my channel I always use the word practice English and not teach, because I can help somebody practice, but I can't teach them. So it's kind of like with boxing or something. I'm more of like a sparring partner, but I'm not your coach. So I can't like specifically teach you like, you know, oh, do a jab this way and like all that stuff. But I can like, you know, throw punches at you to make sure you properly protect your head or something like that. So I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get better at that. So yeah, so with the it would be there is. Oh wait, hold on. But there are. Wait, I think that would be there are. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the point. There are more than one word. Wait, hold on. I hope I'm telling you the right thing. I'm so sorry. I'm looking over the sentence. I have to warn you, I'm not a good person to ask those kind of questions to. I know it's really bad because like I'll use they are, there is, etc. from now on since it's easier to see. Yeah, that's a good plan. That definitely is a good plan. Yeah, because the contractions, it's more of just for, that's part of the casual side of English. Because when you're writing formal academic papers, you're not supposed to use contractions. You're supposed to write everything out fully. So I'm actually trying to look over your sentence. Now I can't tell if it's supposed to be there is or there are. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm about to get canceled. Okay. It seems like I helped, so hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely not the they. That definitely you wouldn't use it there. It's the there. So I think that part you understand. So. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, because I focus like the experience I have working with English language learners, we're always doing conversation, so it's spoken. So like written English is a lot harder for me to correct because like you need to specifically know like all of the grammatical rules and the spelling rules and everything, and it's like none of that stuff is needed when it's all spoken. So I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Did it start buffering again? The last comment I saw before the test comment was you laughing. Oh, it's good now. Oh, okay, cool. So does Indonesia have a lot of English books at the library and stuff? Because I know I was suggesting that you try reading a lot, but that would be a pain if you had to actually buy the books. It's kind of complicated. We do have a library, but not near me. Oh, okay, I see. That sucks. Well, I guess though, I mean, if you have internet access though, you probably can find sources online to get like free material to practice reading, like maybe like an online newspaper or something. The thing about books is most of them are using complex words, except for kid books. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess if you wanted simpler stuff, yeah, definitely kids books or like things for like maybe middle school age or even teenagers. But I mean, even kids books can be pretty complicated. If you're a language student. Like I know Harry Potter, when I read it, it was written really well for a kid's book. Maybe because J.K. Is her name J.K. Rowling? Yeah, maybe because she's British. British writers are probably pretty different from American writers. I have a book about jazz harmony. I don't understand most of the words in it. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a very complicated topic. I probably would have trouble understanding it. Especially something with music, that would have a lot of technical terms. Don't want to dump these out because they're going to make a mess, but I think I need them. In it or inside of it, which one is correct? I mean, I think you could probably use both if you really wanted to, but I would just say in it, because it's shorter. Or you could even leave that off. You could just say, I don't understand most of the words. If you really wanted to shorten it. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, cool. So do you have plans for Sunday? Are you going to work? Sunday. Yeah, I have to go to work. Oh, okay. How many cups of coffee are you planning to drink tomorrow at work? Hopefully not 8. Well, for me today, I have a bunch of errands I need to get done. So I have to return something to the store because I bought some sweatpants, but it didn't fit. And I bought it online, so I have to take that back. No, my brain. It's starting. Huh? What happened? What were you trying to type a sentence just now? Oh yeah, and I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh no. Well, your brain's probably tired because you've been practicing English for like an hour and a half now, maybe more. So. Here, we're probably gonna end this stream once I finish this puzzle. Your brain's probably just tired. That's pretty good that you have so much energy though. Like after working all day, you can hop on the computer and like chat in a foreign language for like almost 2 hours. I'd be tired. I'd just go to sleep. Oh, you're still at the cafe? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so you still have to go home after this? Oh, okay. Well, be safe going home. Wait, are you on headphones? Or can other people hear me? Now I feel embarrassed. I don't know why. I'm a streamer, but I feel embarrassed knowing that other people can hear me. Weekend. It's a scary day for me. Uh-oh. What's that mean? Don't worry. I have my earphones on. Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of silly because I'm a streamer and that's the whole point, to stream so people can hear my voice messages. The fact that there are people listening that I didn't know they were there, suddenly it makes me very self-conscious. So because you're in the stream and you're talking to me, so I know you're there and that you're listening. So, and I can see the number of viewers, so there's only 3, which means it's my 2 devices that I have connected to the stream and then you. So I was thinking, okay, it's just Raven. So, but to think that there could be like 10 people overhearing you watching the stream and I didn't even know they were listening, I suddenly got like really shy and embarrassed. So. Okay, there it goes. Earlier, I was watching the stream with my sister. What did she think? Also, hello to your sister. She said you're a sweet person. Oh, that's so nice of her. Thank you. I don't know why I'm getting so embarrassed. Like, I'm a streamer, that's the whole point, to have like people watching my stream, but I'm like feeling so embarrassed right now. And then she keeps roasting me for every comment that I've said. Oh, sorry. And then she kept roasting me for every comment that I sent. There you go. Aw. Oh wait, is this your big sister? I feel like a big sister would do that, tease their little brother. But a little sister would tease their big brother too, so I would tease my big brother. Yeah, it's my big sister and also my boss. Ah, so you can't fight back. They have double the power against you. Yeah, my sister would tease me a lot. when we were kids, she would tease me a lot. Looks like every person who has Oh, you finished the puzzle? Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks like every person who has siblings has that experience. I think you could say it that way. Or you could say, looks like every person with siblings has that experience. You could say it that way too. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry that my grammar is so bad that I can't give better explanations. So, I promise that that's one of my future, what do they call it? Character development arcs. Me learning English grammar more in depth so I can help people with that. Help people write better English too. So sorry. No, you've been helping me a lot. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I'm being helpful. Yeah, you're helpful too. Like, it's great having people ask me questions so I know what kind of things I need to work on. Yeah. Because I never know, like, I mean, for me, I learned English as a native speaker, so it's almost hard to know, like, what a language learner, what a language learner even needs. So thank you. Your questions are very helpful. I really appreciate the experience you're giving me. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and end the stream. So it was great getting to chat with you today. So thanks for stopping by. And good luck at work tomorrow. So, alright, that's all for now. Thanks for coming to the stream. See you next time. Mata ne. Bye bye. Good night. Bye, Raven.